In this video segment, we're going to take a look at creating a different door style and hardware style for your cabinets. In this example, I have wall cabinets, but this can be applied to both base and full height cabinets. Let's begin with the cabinet on the left and change the upper door style to include glass. Inside of the cabinet dialog on the door and drawer panel, there is an option to include glass doors. As I make that change, both the upper and lower face items both become glass. To have a separate glass set of doors on the top, I do have to have a different door style installed. You can think of it if you're going to be purchasing two different door styles, you also need to have two different door styles in the cabinet dialog. As I uncheck that option, I'm going to move over into the preview panel, click on the face item. It's using a default parametric frame door. To make it different, I'm going to come down and use the Appliance Door Drawer Specify option. Inside of this face item specification, I'm going to change it to just use the parametric frame door. Then I can check the option to have glass doors. Now that the two face items are different, I do have the granularity to include the glass door only on the top, and when we close all the dialog panels and update the changes, that's how I can create a glass door for this specific style of a cabinet. To adjust the hardware to be smaller on the upper face item, I'm going to browse out into the library, find a smaller set of hardware, spray it on that particular face item in component mode, and then we'll go back in and make the adjustment for the offset. I'm going to open up the library browser. I'm going to come down, I'm going to find a shorter pole, go ahead and select the pole. In my lower left hand menu system is the scoping for the library object painter. Component mode, object mode, room mode, floor mode, plan mode. In component mode, I'll click on the face item. Notice how my cursor changes to a replacement icon. When I get that icon, that's when I'll click to apply that specific hardware item. Now, since this is a much smaller pole, it's been reset and I need to go in and change the offset. I'm going to press the space bar to get out of that mode, double click and open up the cabinet. I'm going to return back to that face item on the same panel for the Appliance Door Drawer Specify. Currently the hardware offset from the bottom is set to 1 inch. If it were using the default, it would be 7 inches, which is what is on the lower portion. I'm going to change this to be, let's say, maybe 3 inches. Let's see what that looks like. And then once I've positioned the hardware, you'll see that the adjustment is made, and that's how you can set the offset and use varying hardware for the different face items in a cabinet box. Using a library painter with the scoping mode, it can also be applied to your cabinet doors. Let me scroll up and find the folder for the door styles and take a look. Once you locate the door style, go ahead and select it. Make sure the scoping mode is set either to the object, which would be the entire cabinet, or component mode, which would be the face item. You can then apply the door style. Notice how my cursor changes to the replacement icon. Select the door style, come over, click, make sure your cursor becomes the replacement icon. Then to match up the materials, use the material eyedropper. I'll come down, pick up the material off the cabinet box. You can either spray this in component mode, or you can switch this to object mode and it'll switch out all like colors for the entire cabinet box using a material painter. That wraps up this video on varying cabinet door and hardware styles. To learn more, see the built-in help file or our other videos. Thanks for watching.